Thanks, Claire. Welcome, everyone. I was half expecting there to be a lot less people today with the heat, but thanks for joining us again. It's very exciting to see so many of you. Um, Before I start with the song, I'd like to mention our tune tag. We have something special coming up at this week. I don't know if you're following our tune tag, which you can follow on all the social media and also on our website. We're doing a song cycle by a Spanish-Portuguese composer called Martin Cordas from the 13th century. It is, in fact, one of the oldest song cycles known. So it's the Winterreise of the Middle Ages. And it is 7 songs, and one of them, we only have the poem, and the melody gets usually either invented or taken from other folk songs. So we did this song competition here. We asked people to send in their versions, and we've had wonderful response. And tomorrow I will be performing that song. It is song 6 of the cycle, and our winner, who's Julian Plested, I will sing his song tomorrow. So I hope you can all join and have a listen. And also in our next mini recitals, for those of you who are new, we do a 3-week rhythm here. We do 2 weeks of learning new songs, and in the 3rd week we perform together. Claire and I do a solo each, and we sing the songs we've learned. And so in the next 2 mini recitals, one is next week and the other one, I think, 24th of July, we will show you 4 other entries that we like to sort of the runner-ups to the winner. That will be next week, Michael and Paul's version, and on the 24th of July, Helen and, now I'm forgetting somebody, Tony. That's right. So you can hear, our solos will be those on those 2 dates. So today we are back to Sephardic. We did Hildegard last week, which was a new thing. Oh, we've got 40 people now. I'm amazed you're here with the heat and all. It's wonderful. So today we're doing a Sephardic song. Now, some people ask whether we could always put the score. The thing is with this one that I don't actually have a score. I learned this song in Spain from a musician, and I have since listened a lot and I've performed it in concerts. And so this is the thing. These songs are from an oral tradition. Even if you find a score, it is just one person's version. It isn't actually the definitive version. It is these songs. One thing that we love about them is that they have evolved over the centuries. When the Jewish people in Spain were expelled in 1492, they moved to many different places. Turkey, Greece is one area, and of course North Africa, Morocco, another, and the Balkan countries. So these places also influenced the songs. So they changed, and you can hear some of the songs we've done. There are Turkish influences. The song we're doing today, the rumor has it that it's come from a Greek story. So that's all I know about it. I don't know if that's even true, but I just wanted to say, some of you may be musicians like me. I learned to play the piano when I was 6. So my way of learning music is, of course, with a score. And the first time I went to a workshop where we were taught songs just by ear, I was so frustrated. I was begging them to give me a score, because it's just, when you're not used to learning something by ear, it's very frustrating. So I'm thrilled that you're willing to go on this journey with me, even though you may prefer a score, that we don't always have it. For Hildegard, certainly we do, and it's slightly different animal. But these Sephardic songs are in the folk song tradition. So we are going to continue when it's possible. We put scores up, and other times, like today, we just have the words. One thing I found helpful with when I just have the words, the distribution of syllables and notes can be a frustrating thing, especially in a song like today's where we have 8 verses. you might want to, if you have the, if you printed out the words, you can do with a pencil. I do that sometimes when one syllable has several notes. I put with a pencil, for example, 2 lines, then I know, have that as a reference for the next time I sing it through. This particular word or syllable gets 2 notes, this gets 3. And so you might want to note some things like that down, because I think that's the harder thing than the actual notes, is learning where does it go. Now, because we're not at the moment performing these as a choir, it isn't as important that we're all doing it the same way. So you could even change it. Feel that these songs, today I'm sharing with you my version of it. So feel free to change it and to sing it however you like. This is what these songs, I think they are about. They should be free. So I think I've talked enough now. Have I forgotten anything, Claire? If yes, oh yes. One thing again, if you want to share something at the end or sing on your own just for a minute or so, please do. We always love to hear you, and so that we will give you room for that at the very end. But I think other than that, I'm going to start now. El Rey de Francia, 3 hijas. So we're not doing the Spanish, the modern Spanish, hijas. It is hijas. 3 hijas tenía, la una lavrava, la otra cuzía. So this is a song. I love the poem. It is the imagery, I think, is gorgeous. So here's the King of France has 3 daughters, and they are sewing and doing embroidery. And let's learn verse 1. El Rey de Francia. So we're doing it slowly first. Let's repeat that. El Rey de Francia, 3 hijas tenía. So this is the trickiest line. I will do that a few times slowly so you get it. We've done El Rey de Francia, 3 hijas tenía. Once more. El Rey de Francia, 3 hijas tenía, la una lavrava, la otra cuzía. Right. So the only tricky one is that line 2. But because we have 8 verses, I think you'll get the hang of it. And also, if you don't do it exactly like me, like I was saying before, it doesn't matter. If you get it roughly, is fine. Okay, so I will do again slowly and in not rhythmically yet, verse 1. El Rey de Francia, 3 hijas tenía. So I will do that line again. 3 hijas tenía. Ha 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 at the end, yeah. Once more. 3 hijas tenía, la una lavrava, la otra cuzía. Verse 2. you will get that tricky line by doing different verses. So now, la más chica de ellas, the kind of girliest or prettiest, you could interpret it either way, of them was doing embroidery, bastidor, hazía. Lavrando, lavrando, sueño le caia. So while she was doing this, she fell asleep. But sueño le caia, word for word, would mean that dream fell on her. So she just fell asleep. The cutest of them, la más chica de ellas. So let's try that slowly still. La más chica de ellas, bastidor, hazía, lavrando, lavrando, sueño de caia. So I will do that one again one more time slowly. La más chica de ellas. I added something that you can, if you feel confident with a melody, you can add this. If not, ignore this for now. If you're still feeling your way with the melody, ignore what I'm doing now. But if you are one of the very quick ones, you could do la más chica de ellas, da 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 da, ellas. Okay, but if you want to keep it simple, then let's just do la más chica de ellas, bastidor, hazía, lavrando, lavrando, sueño de caia. Right, I hope that's going okay. I would like to go on to verse 3. Her mother, who saw her, su madre que la veía, aharvar la quería. Now, this is a word that isn't used anymore in the Spanish language. And I have heard, I don't know if this is true, I read somewhere that it's Aramaic, this word, aharvar. It means to strike. So she wanted to strike her. Somebody's nodding. If somebody speaks Aramaic, please let me know. So I find this amazing to find suddenly this word in here. So anyway, then and I've heard it in other Sephardic songs as well. So su madre que la había aharvar. So we pronounce that H a bit like a ch here. Aharvar la quería. Then the daughter says, don't strike me, my mother. No m'aharvesh mi madre. Nor would you strike me, because she's telling her in the next verse about her dream. So now, how do we put this together with the music? Su madre. Su madre que la había aharvar la quería, no m'aharvesh madre, ni m'aharvarías. So one more time, this lovely one, slowly, because we will do everything a little bit faster in a minute. Su madre
We seem to have a little bit of...
Yes, I just sign. Can you hear me, Claire?
Yeah, you've frozen.
I'm back, Claire. Do you want me to, while I'm back? We never know how long it lasts.
We're so pleased to see you.
I don't know for how long.
Which we really didn't want to do. So I'm very pleased, but completely unprepared. So
Okay.
definitely...
So be ready, Claire. If it happens again, you can do your song, but shall we just try to do as many verses of this song as we can?
More about the survey and what our plans are. So
Great.
Over to you. I'm going to shut up now and mute myself.
Okay, so we were at the verse that has the Aramaic word aharvar in it. So shall we just do that one again? Su madre que la quería, no maharbesh mi madre, mi maharvaría. So now in the next verse, she is explaining that she had a dream. Un sueño me soñaba, bien y alegría, sueño vos soñabas, yo vos la soltaría. So now the next two verses, she explains the dream. I came to the door and I saw the full moon. Ma paría la puerta, vide la luna entera. Here we have what we've come across before, a liaison with luna and entera. In this case, we are making them into one syllable. So we're doing vide, the high note is on vide, la luna entera. So I do that again slowly. Ma paría la puerta, vide la luna entera, ma paría la ventana, vide la estrella Ariane, vide la estrella, la estrella. It's like one syllable, la estrella Ariane. So I came to the window and I saw the star, yeah, Diana. So let's do that whole verse one more time. It does say again, my internet is unstable, so I hope we just do the best we can. Ma paría la puerta, vide la luna entera, ma paría la ventana, vide la estrella Diana. So here we continue with verse 5 is still the dream. I came to the well, ma parí al pozo, vide un pilar d'oro, I saw a column of gold. Ma parí al pozo, vide un pilar d'oro, vide un pilar, vide un pilar. So, once more that one. Ma parí al pozo, vide un pilar d'oro, con tres paxaricos, with 3 little birds, sort of picking away at the gold. Here we're not doing the liaison, we're singing them as separate syllables here. So, con tres paxaricos, picando el oro. So that whole verse once more. Ma paría al pozo, pilar d'oro, con 3 paxaricos, picando el oro. So now the mother starts interpreting the dream. The last 2 verses are the analysis of the dream. So, la luna entera. La luna entera. Again, we're not doing a liaison here. It somehow works better. Don't ask for any logic. It's more that it just seems better. La luna entera es la tua suegra. So the full moon is your sister-in-law. La luna entera es la tua suegra. La estrella Ariane es la tua cuñada. The last verse, the 3 little birds. Los 3 paxaricos son tus cuñadicos. Y el pilar, here we do the liaison. Y el pilar de oro, and the pillar of gold. El hijo del rey. So 2 notes on the first syllable of el. El hijo del rey, tu novio. The son of the king, your fiancé or your boyfriend. So, we've done the whole thing. I'd like to run now the whole thing. Sorry for the interruption. It took a bit of time away. What I would like to do is do 3 different keys. This is the middle key that we've just done. I want to start 2 verses in a lower key. So for anyone who has really low voice, to try out, or for anyone even if you don't feel you have a low voice, try it also in this key. Verse 3 and 4, we will go back to this one, and verse 4 and 5, I'd like to do even a tone higher. So just so that you see how does it feel differently in your voice. Okay, let's go. This is how we started now. Verse 1 and 2 like this. So I'll give you 1, 2, 3, and el Rey de Francia, 3 hijas tenía, la una lavrava, la otra cuzía. La más chica de ellas, bastidor, hazía, lavrando, sueño le caia. And we're going up. Sueño vos soñavax, luego la soltaría. And we're going up. All of the high voices among you, enjoy. María la puerta, vide la luna entera. María la ventana, vide la estrella Ariane. María al pozo, vide un pilar con tres paxaricos picando el oro. And let's go back one again. So in the middle, let's do the compromise. I could see some happy faces on the higher ones, so, but let's go back to this one for the last two verses. And la luna entera es la tua suegra, la estrella Ariane es la tua cuñada. Los tres paxaricos son tus cuñadicos. Y el pilar de oro, el hijo de Rey, tu novio. Great. I hope you enjoyed that. And well, I think we will do it in this key next week in the mini recital so that anyone can join. I hope that's okay, but feel free to experiment with the keys a bit. Okay, Claire, anything else?
Only to say, yes, let us know if you think August is a bad idea. You wouldn't talk about this, you've talked about the song competition, really, haven't you? So that's all right.
Yeah.
And tune tag.
Oh, tune tag. Did I mention that tomorrow we are doing the version that the winner Julian Plested sent to us of Eno Sagrado en Vigo, song number 6 of the song cycle we're doing this week. So would be great if you could have a look at that tomorrow.
Brilliant. And you'll get to hear the others next week too, and also on the 24th of July. Do you want to talk about next week? Well, next week is the sing-along concert.
Yes.
So, and then
somebody's asking about the verse La luna entera es la tua suegra. Somebody maybe who speaks Spanish finds it confusing that it's la tua. It's almost an Italian way of saying it, but this is how this song goes. Normally in modern Spanish, it would be tu suegra. But in this case, it's es la tua suegra, okay? Okay, sorry, that was just, I just saw a comment and, okay. Right. So does anyone want to sing something? Claire, I can't hear you. I don't know if
there's nobody saying yes unless they said to Steph. But meantime, there is a little bird has told me that it's Mary's birthday. Is she still there? Yes, she is. Yes. I gather it's Mary's birthday, and so I think we should do a happy birthday to Mary. If it's anybody else's birthday and they'd like to have a happy birthday madness moment at the end, you have to let us know. because we got quite good at sussing it, but if you don't tell us, we won't ever know. So don't feel left out. You have to be sort of brave and tell us. So we should definitely do that in a minute. But there might be, Steph, have you had anybody come to us? No, okay. No, okay. Then I think we should do a mad moment of happy birthday to Mary. Hope you're having a special day. The sun is certainly shining for you, unless you're in Hastings, in which case it's not. It's apparently thundering.
Well, it isn't yet, but it's threatening to. I think that's almost worse.
In North London, it's nice and sunny.
Right, okay.
So anyone who's
thanks.
happy, we're going to, Steph's going to make it possible to unmic you, so you can unmic now, I think. Is that right? Yeah.
Okay, so bye. I'm saying goodbye already, and see you next week.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you.
That's great.
Aww.
Birthday, Mary. Hope you have a special day. Keep singing, everybody. Sorry about the technical storm problems in Hastings. I hope you managed to enjoy it, and you'll get to sing it again next week as well. So look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.